Hi, I'm Carly. I'm a health coach, and today we're going to talk about a very significant, yet perhaps overlooked aspect of health: relationships. Yes, that's right, relationships. You may be wondering, what do relationships have to do with health? And the answer is a lot. What makes the Institute for Integrative Nutrition unique is that, as the world's largest nutrition and health coaching school, while we teach the importance of healthy eating habits, we also understand that even the healthiest diets are no match for our primary food. Our primary food is what nourishes us off our plate. I'm talking about all those areas of our life that make up how we feel on a day-to-day basis: our careers, our joy and fulfillment, our home environment, our physical activity, connection to nature and spirituality, and of course, our relationships. Just like our food choices, our primary food, such as relationships, have the capacity to either improve or diminish our well-being. Think about it this way. Have you ever eaten something that normally sits well with you, but when you're stressed, suddenly you can't stomach it? There are tangible connections between our physical and emotional health. So if our relationships are stressing us out more than uplifting us, this can affect us on a cellular level. We can feel run down, undernourished, our digestion suffers, and it can interfere with our sleep, our motivation to exercise and eat well, all of which only adds to the feelings we're experiencing. Relationships extend beyond partners, spouses, and friends. Relationships is a broad term. So when I say relationships, this can also be parents, children, siblings, extended family, coworkers, even our clients, for those of us who practice health coaching. All of the relationships in our lives are dynamic, which means they can constantly change. While they can affect the state of our health, they can also be affected by our health and other areas of our life. Have you ever felt sick because you had a fight with a family member? Or have you ever taken out your work stress on your partner? It happens to us all. The key is being aware of these connections and how nothing in our life operates in a vacuum. Here's another way relationships directly impact our health. Have you ever tried to improve your health, such as make a dietary shift, losing weight, or implementing a new workout routine? Maybe you tried to get to bed earlier or organize your home. During this time, did the people closest to you support this process, or were they indifferent to it? Did they help you reach and maintain your goals, or were they interfering with them? Think about how much easier it is to adopt healthy habits when those around us support us, even do it with us, rather than judge or criticize us. It's hard to stick to a Whole30 diet if your friend keeps eating sweet treats in front of you, or if your partner plays loud music when you're trying to sleep. In addition to the relationships we have with others, let's not forget the most important relationship of all. I'm talking about the relationship we have with ourselves. Have you ever wondered, what is your relationship like with yourself? If I asked you that right now, what would your answer be? When it comes to our health, we simply can't overlook our relationships. And we can gauge the health of our relationships by assessing not only how we feel about ourselves, but how we interact with others and how we feel about those interactions as well. So what can we do to ensure we're building strong and healthy relationships? For starters, we can take stock of how we feel about ourselves and the people in our life. Do we feel supported, connected, positive? Do we feel uplifted, or do our relationships make us feel drained or uneasy? Do our relationships bring us vitality or make us feel stressed? Are we comfortable setting boundaries? Do we feel like our relationships are balanced? Is there an easy way to regain balance, and how can we open to letting go of relationships that no longer serve us? I encourage you to come back to this video as many times as you need and journal on these questions. It can take some time, but there's no rush. Do it at your own pace. Once you're done reflecting on those, you can assess your relationships further to improve your overall health. Here's how you can do that. 1. It's helpful to view all your relationships as a choice, rather than people who just happen to be in your life. For example, if others around you feel toxic, remember, you are the common denominator. You can choose who to keep around and who to move away from. Also, if you find that certain people or relationships cause you stress, how are you choosing to set boundaries? Just as we all evolve as people, relationships also evolve, and not all relationships are meant to last forever. And that's okay. If you think a relationship is no longer serving you, it can be helpful to remind yourself that it's okay to let people out of your life, just as it's okay to let people in. It's your choice. 2, the give and take. Do you feel your relationships are all mutual? Are you getting back as much as you feel you are putting in? If not, do you feel comfortable addressing these concerns with others in an effort to improve things? Try experimenting with ways to shift the dynamic so that you feel more balanced. 3, remember that all relationships take work. Love is not only a noun, it's a verb. We choose to love, to nurture, to support. It's a delicate balance between putting in necessary work and feeling run down, so ultimately, it's a personal decision as to where to draw the line. But it's helpful to remember that any relationship worth keeping will require some TLC. 4, connect the dots. Do you notice any connections or similarities in your relationships and how that correlates to your relationship with yourself? For example, do you notice that you tend to be the peacemaker in all your relationships? Do you listen to other people vent but never feel comfortable or welcome to confide in them? How does that make you feel? Do these patterns serve you? If not, how would you go about changing them? 5, can you pinpoint any other areas of your life that may be positively or negatively impacted by your relationships? If so, how can you make your relationships work for you in a way that supports and complements other areas of your life? 6, like many things in life, our relationships are constantly evolving, and that requires a flexible mindset. Since our relationships can evolve over time, that means continually checking in to see what serves us. This may be an ongoing practice, but just as we regularly go to the dentist for teeth cleaning, checking in is essential for regular relationship upkeep. These are just some questions to get you to start thinking about your relationships and how they play a role in your overall health. Before we wrap up, let's take some time to do one more check-in. Grab a pen and paper. Go ahead, I'll wait. Now, picture the people in your life, your partner, your children, your coworkers, anyone you have a relationship with. You can think about one person in particular or a few people, or you can think about yourself. Okay, do you have this person in mind? Great. Reflect on the relationship you chose using the following questions, and feel free to pause the video after each question so you can write some thoughts down. Do you feel connected to this person? If not, what could help you feel more connected? Do you feel supported by this person? If not, what could help you feel more supported? Do you feel valued by this person? If not, what could help you feel more valued? Do you feel stressed in any way when interacting with this person? If so, can you identify what about the relationship stresses you out and how you can address this? Do you feel like the relationship is equal? Do you give as much as you receive? Do you talk as much as you listen? Do you support as much as you are supported? If the relationship requires some boundary setting, do you feel comfortable setting those boundaries in an effort to keep the relationship with yourself intact? If not, how come? What do you value most in a relationship? Welcome back. How was that exercise for you? Were you able to identify people in your life and relationships that may need some attention? Relationships are complex, ever-changing entities that play a big role in our physical and emotional health. No matter how good any relationship, compromise, intention, boundaries, and hard work are essential to keeping things healthy and strong. All good relationships have open communication and a dynamic where both people feel valued, heard, and supported. When it comes to relationships, the most important thing is to honor your relationship with yourself. Identify what you need, and then take small steps to develop relationships in your life that best support that. We'd love to know what you uncovered today as you reflected on the relationships in your life. Are they working for you? How are you nurturing this area of your life? Leave us a comment below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at the next A Health Coach Explains.